In our last video, we talked about how Horde have the most overpowered quest rewards for leveling. They get 15 uses of sticky glue and slumber sand combined, starting as early as level 10. Well, while the Horde may have this advantage when it comes to leveling, what the Alliance have is arguably just as good, and if not better. Today we're going to showcase the most insane consumable in Classic WoW, the one-time use, Light of Elune. If you're playing Alliance, you're going to want to do this 2-quest chain that starts from the Elemental Lake in Azshara. The first quest, Elemental Bracers, requires you to kill level 23 to 25 mobs, and the follow-up, Mage Summoner, sends you to the top of Airy Peak in the Crossroads to kill a level 25 mage. This quest can be completed as early as level 20, so make sure to visit Azshara as soon as you can. Now, just like when I first started playing hardcore, I assumed Hunter and Warlock were the easiest classes to level 60 because they had pets. And likewise, I've assumed Light of Elune was the most broken item in the game. And now 3 years later, I think I've only seen like 3 or 4 clips of people actually getting value at all out of this item. I even remember on a few of my Alliance characters I've leveled, there's been multiple times where Light of Elune just disappears from my bags. I either misclick it at some point, or I mistake it for a swim speed potion while I'm leveling up alchemy, and it just is completely misplaced. In my experience, it's really difficult to get good value from this item. The combination of it being a one-use item, granting 100% immunity for 10 seconds, makes it nearly impossible to ever justify using it while leveling normally. And the perfect example of this was me on my Hardcore All-Stars character the other day. I didn't want to use my last max rank healing potion, so I greeted out, not realizing the mob had execute, and I died at level 41.
Something like missing out on an entire person's profession is a lot more dangerous than having like 3 less agility on your chest piece, you know? Like that was the kind of distinction they were talking about.
If I can't pull the trigger on a max rank health bot, how am I ever going to use Light of Elune? It wasn't until recently that I've realized how you're supposed to use this gift from the gods. In our HCAS speedrunning league, we've seen some teams attempt impossible feats with hundreds of hours played on their characters, risking it all in Scarlet Monastery, 1 pull for the fastest clear time. And this is where I first witnessed the true power of Light of Elune.
Move up, move up.
Okay, we can mortar now.
Dummies.
Sick.
I didn't even
snap her. Dude, holy crap. Great job,
God,
guys.
dude.
Great job.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so bubble. I'm so bubble.
Shout out to the Team Vidir enjoyers. Check out the teams in this league at hardcoreallstars.com. Over the years, we've talked about the insane potential that Light of Elune could have in a raid environment, where the entire raid team's wiping on Ragnaros, you're the last man standing, you pop your Light of Elune and get the killing blow and gain legendary status because of it. But in reality, any raid playing on a 1-life server is normally going to be over-prepared, the chance of death for a single player is going to be minimal, and there's likely other outs. You're probably going to retreat before you ever find yourself in a spot where you use Light of Elune offensively. Another problem with using Light of Elune is that it shares cooldown with your health potion. Most of the time when you're in a fight that leads to your death, and you could have saved Light of Elune to save you, you've already chosen to use a health potion earlier in the fight, putting Light of Elune on a 2-minute cooldown. It's hard to determine when you need to use this item, and most players just end up dying with it in their inventory. Rather than using your light offensively like the team in SM, I could see another situation where you choose to use Light of Elune in a moment's notice.
The guy is a good player, clearly.
Oh no! No way! No! Bro!
Now this clip from Sam Wise is super unfortunate. He logs out on the road and burning steps, assuming he's okay, and when he logs in, there's a patrolling Teramis who nearly one-shots him. And I realize he's Horde here, so he obviously doesn't have this consumable, but this is one of those situations that I could see yourself using the Light of Elune to try and save you from getting 2-shot from a skull level mob. Comment down below your ideal use for this consumable. Maybe share a clip that you've had in hardcore in the past or that you've seen along the way. Make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and check out my website and other hardcore Grays related content. Thanks for watching.